jack the car up, remove the wheel. Now there's going to be 2 bolts on the back of this caliper. There'll be one here, and there's kind of a little nut that you'll need to hold right here. And then you go down on this bottom side, same deal, a nut here, and a little locking nut that goes right there. Now I've got a number 14 millimeter is what fits on the back of this little bolt. And then I couldn't find exactly what would fit on this other one, but the 11/16, which is about as close as I could get to it. I'm going to put that on there to hold it, and then see if I can't get this bolt to back out a little bit. Oh yeah, there, I believe it came loose that time. Okay, good. Now I'm going to go ahead and just take this bolt all the way out. May have to continue to hold this with your fingers. And it's just a little bolt. It's going to be holding this main caliper on. And now we're going to treat this caliper just like it was a door, and we're going to try and swing it up. It's going to hinge up on this other top bolt. We'll just swing it up out of the way. Make sure it's not pinching your little rubber brake hose, and then it won't stay up there very good. So I've got a little wire, just a piece of baling wire I've got in place up on this top spring, and I'm going to just slide that into, let's see if I can get that camera up a little bit. I'm going to slide it into that hole, that bolt hole, and then just tie it up out of the way. Now it looks like there's just a little backing shim, so we're going to note how that's going to go on and off, because I don't believe I have one with the new set of brakes shoes. And then there's a little clip here, a little clip up here at the top. We'll see if we can get this brake to come on out of here, this little pad. Then I'm going to just try to slide it out. There, it came right out. It's got one little clip on the top. Pads on the new ones, I don't know if you can see the difference in those or not, but the new ones are significantly thicker than these old ones here. Here's the old and the new brake shoes side by side. I'm going to go ahead and just try and put this little backer plate right over here on the new. Looks like that just clips on like that. That seems to work. Okay, now we got the outside shoe ready to go back. Okay, now there's a little clip down here, and it looks like you just kind of lift it up with the pliers. And then I'm going to take another one that I want to make sure that these all kind of match up. You're putting in the proper clip. See if we can get this one to go back in now. It's just got some little clippy feet down here that hold it in place. That looks like it'll do the trick. This looks like a clip that will match up just fine. You can see these are the little grippy fingers that hold it on when you just stick it up in there. Get that back side on there first, and then just slide it up in there. Now this new shoe should just slide right back up in there. It's got to tuck in behind part of this caliper. Tilt it in a little bit and then rotate it. There we go. Okay, I've got the other side of the car lifted up now, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this wheel to the outside so I can have a little bit more room back there on that back side when I'm working. Okay, now I'm going to get at this back brake shoe and just try to flip it out a little bit. Just try to remember how it came out, and I'll try to push it back in that same way. And it's got a little backing plate and another little clip up here. We'll do the same thing. And then we'll pull this clip out, that clip out, and then we'll try and get it put back together. Slide that on, and then we're going to go ahead and get this little backing plate. Put that over here on there. And now it's ready to go on. So now I got the one I need. I'll try and pop this other one out. Oh yeah. Now we'll get that one right back up in there. Get that back side on, and then try to get that front. There, that popped right in there. Now this next shoe, as I recall, it was rotated. Let's see. It can't go no other way than with the backing plate on the outside, so we got to get it in here. There, got the top end first. That seemed to do the trick. Now this little piston is going to have to be compressed. Try and get me an old brake shoe and put on here, and then get a clamp. Now you don't want to pinch your hose line or anything like that back over here, but just get it on a regular flat piece of that back side of that piston, and then try and clamp this and squeeze it on down. Let me get my clamp set up. Now I'm going to try and just slowly turn this and get that piston to seat back down there. Okay, now hopefully you can see that that brake shoe now is just flushed up with the housing of the piston. You can see now this piston has been pushed in level with this little housing, and so now I'm going to go ahead and take this baling wire off of here, and I'm going to try and just slide this over the brake shoes here, and then make sure that this little thing will slide in and out a little bit. Make sure that that's in just enough to receive it, and then we'll go ahead and get our bolt and put it back in, and then we're going to tighten this back down. We'll hold this nut as it's trying to turn. There we go. Reverse this ratchet. Snug it down good and proper. You don't want that coming out. Okay. I believe we've got it.